Yo, what's up? What's up, man? Back at it again, y'all. Episode 2 of Datz MAJOR. Got Coach Jolly with me.
Yo, what's going on, fellas?
Alright, got Coach Kevin with me. Coach outside.
You back at it again, man.
Yeah, man, yeah. We got middle school sports, man. Middle school basketball started tonight, man. For Macon anyway. I know private school already done started. You got some of the surrounding counties. They sports already started. What's your take on it, Coach Jolly?
Man, I know you, man. I'm gonna throw the assist to you on that one, man. To start it off, I'm gonna let you shoot the layup, man. I know you has been a experienced youth coach, man. I know you know a lot of the guys, especially in the Macon area. You and Coach Kevin, man. So you guys, you can go ahead and mention some key guys, man. Some kids that we need to look out for. Who maybe need to go visit some games, or some guys that maybe we can look at in the future, man. Who may turn into some good high school players.
All right, let me start over there at Weaver, man. I'm gonna start at Weaver. Weaver got little Jalen Whitley. They got James, aka Stank.
James Neville. Hey, he's shooting their eyes out right now from what I seen from the live.
Yeah, man. You got little Miley, little Juju. I call him little JC. Card boy. He pretty nice. They got big Babe over there too, right?
Yeah, and Gaddafi.
Gaddafi, right.
Sound like we were pretty loaded over there, man.
They got some stuff over there, man.
Did they
man.
Are they playing tonight?
Yeah. They playing Amplin tonight. Look at your boy, man.
He already in there, man.
He already there, ain't he?
That was on the Facebook post, man. We're gonna leave that where that's at.
Later on, man. We're gonna shout out the little young fella, man. We're gonna shout him out, man.
Most definitely.
Coach K, we got an update on that Weaver Applin game? Any results or the score?
Nobody's live with it right now, but last score I saw it was Weaver was on 17-11 or 12.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Coach Kevin, you know about what's going on over there at Applin? And the kids who may need to look out for at Applin?
Oh yeah, man. There's plenty of them over there, man. They pretty much got the young roster over there, man. You got led by Nick Woodford. You don't have to say much on him. Everybody know who that is. You got Brandon Hill playing point guard. I see a 6th grade out there on the court getting some clock. Zion Paul. He's looking pretty. Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
May have just turned 11 years old, man. He's like real young. Got that, man. He plays pretty good ball. You got Jacorian Brundridge. He's an 8th grader. I think this is his first year playing in Santana Balcombs over there.
Santana.
Hey, Coach Boyd, you know anything about the private school scene, man? What's going on over there? Tell the audience anything about the private school scene? The kids you look for on the private school scene? Yeah,
man. We got Antone Johnson Jr. That man. He transferred from Howard, man. He was over there last year. He's an 8th grade over there, man. He may be averaging about 30.
That's still coming up, man. We gotta figure out why we're using the word transferred over there so much, man. We're gonna say that man. We're gonna say right. Show, but tell me about some more guys you may know about.
You got little Josh, man, over there at LPD, man. My first time seeing him, man, I saw him a couple weeks ago, man. They actually were playing each other, him and Tone. And he got a nice little game, man. He can he penetrate, he can shoot. You know what I'm saying? He got nice pace, man, and he gonna be pretty good, man.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, I know we want to expand outside the Macon area, man. I got some guys outside of Macon. I've been having mine on, man, starting out with that dynamic duo down there at Byron, man, CJ Howard and Landon Gates. They
Uh huh.
want to overcome little young duos around, man. Then Jones County got two kids, man. Don't sleep on. You got Devin Evans over there at Great Station, and the Terrence Howard Jr. over there at Clifton Ridge. Those guys, man, they're gonna be coming up for Jones. Jones County got some good guards coming up, man. In the future, man.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
You know the thing about Ballard Hudson, man? What's going on over that way?
Ballard Hudson, man. I got they got 3 kids over there, man. I got some names for you. I got to get out, man, and start looking at a few of them, man. Some of them, you know, they coming out of nowhere, man. I don't know where these kids coming from. Hold on 1 second.
I know, right? I haven't really seen too much in about it. The only things I really could speak on, we can talk about Miller. You know, they got Chase Dupree over there.
Okay,
Right,
man.
Brandon
right,
Ashley.
Last
right.
time I seen him, he had stretched out Coach Kevin, man. So I hear Miller, man, should be one of the top teams, and you know, look out.
Yeah, they gonna be scary good, man. And Coach Hodges, man, Coach Hodges don't get enough credit, man, as a coach. You know, he just won. He won one a couple, probably about 2-3 years ago.
They just put the beating on Howard tonight.
Yeah.
What?
42-20.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think with them, man, you got Ballard, man, you got Quay Thomas, Christopher Daniels, and Tyrese Haslam. Pretty good kids. They over there playing Rutland now. I think Rutland was up last time I checked.
Guys, I'm gonna tell you, if you're ever in the Warner Robins area, man, there's some dynamic duos down there in Warner Robins, man. You got over there at Fagan Mills, you got Cam Plummer and Malik Gibson. Over there at North Side, Huntington Middle, you got KT and kid that goes by the name of Deep. And the sleeper, man, in the area is London Blash from Oak Hill down there in Millersville, man. So we got up-and-coming middle schoolers, man, all over the 478, man. If any fans want to get out and just check them out, I know, you know, we got the COVID going on, man, but get out and support kids. They're everywhere, man. Warner Robins, Millersville, Jones County, Macon, man. We got up-and-comers everywhere, man.
Oh, and those tickets go fast, man. So you gotta jump on those. Like I think they only let like 70 people in total. Like that's including players and coaching staff.
Oh yeah, man. That's a key point, that Coach Kevin, man, because just no longer you can go to the game and get there at the last minute.
Oh no, the tickets sold out early on in the week.
Oh yeah. Well, speaking of that, man, I know both of you guys, especially you, Coach Voigt. You a parent and you a coach, man. How do you feel about parent restrictions as far as communicating with the coach and maybe coming to practice? Because that's been an issue that's been on the rise lately, man. Parents are having, you know, the urge to go and confront the coach when they feel like something's going on, or maybe in the stands, man, they making comments about the coach. I know, Coach, you, Coach Kevin, I know you the same, man. You have an parent of an athlete, man. So how do you guys feel about coaches and parents and their relationship and the behavior of the parents? Tell me a little about that, Coach Voigt.
Well, if it's anything to do with, you know, on a basketball level, I feel like you should just let them coach. I think that's where that's why I give coaches more credit nowadays, because of what goes on now. You know what I'm saying? Like, kids are harder to coach now. You know what I'm saying? But on the parent standpoint, like, it goes both ways. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, a coach still have to be, you know, professional. You got to be professional about stuff. Have I ever really experienced that? Not really. You know, I always had the respect from the parents. You know, I don't like in-game coaching. I don't like the sideline coaching. I don't like that kind of stuff. But most of the time I've had that respect to the point where I've never had to deal with, a parent Xing this and a parent Xing that. If we're talking about from a football and a basketball standpoint, anything else, I'm open for you to ask me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm open for you to talk to me about it, and I can be professional at that point. I'm going to stay professional, but I think at that point I can be professional. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes, man, coaches, man, like I said, man, back in the day, you can coach kids hard. You know what I'm saying? Without him taking it personal, feel like the coach don't like me. I think these days, man, you know, it's just different. Like you said, man. Coach Kevin, tell me about that, man. How do you feel about being a parent and somebody coaching your kid, or maybe you've seen a situation where the parent just coaching from the sidelines and the kid won't concentrate. How do you feel about the parent behavior,
You
towards
know,
the athletes of the
me
game?
personally, I actually chose not to coach my child, and one of the big reasons for that was because I want him to be able to respect other adults outside of me. At no point in time did I have anything to do with how the team he played for were ran. I didn't call no plays. Barely made suggestions solely because you in a structured environment, and I think that's what a lot of our kids fall into a situation where a lot of times they play for their parents. They play a sport. They dad either coach the sport, mom maybe coach the sport or something like that. So it's like you run across some of those kids that have the mentality where my dad or my mama told me to do this
Hmm.
based off of what I got going on, how I coach or anything like that. Like I said, with mine, I felt like he was in a good situation where he was. So I took like a completely hands off role as far as he's concerned.
And for me, man, for me from the coaching point of view, sometimes it's best, man, when parents let the coach because from a kid's perspective, it's like the parent fussing at them all the time. So sometimes it's best when another coach can really get that extra effort from the kid because they just start tuning the child out. As for me, also, man, we don't allow parents at practice. No, no, no,
Yeah, I
no, no, no.
like this my thing here, man. If you coach it, man, you gotta. It's a way you do everything. Preparation is. I'm big on preparation. So if you ain't, you got to be prepared for everything. You got to be prepared for X's and O's. You got to be prepared for getting kids ready, all that kind of stuff. Let me go to this comment. Yeah. Um, yeah, I mean, yeah, you do. You got some coaches that do hurt people, but I'm gonna tell you what I tell my son all the time. Everybody, I'm pretty sure all the professionals ain't had your good coaches going all the way up. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure Steph Curry or you know what I'm saying, or Odell Beckham just had great coaches the whole time growing up. I'm pretty sure it was somebody there that wasn't this good of a coach. You know what I'm saying? So you look at it and you tell your kids, look, it's all it, it's an experience. If it's bad or good, it's still an experience. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, you just get them to get out there because a lot of times you got to watch it because some of the kids, they kind of feed off of how the parent is.
Yeah.
Boy, you
You
hit
know what I'm
the
saying?
right.
So
That's what you get. That's what you get majority of the time.
right,
Let
right,
me do a wave offering on that, like we in church. Wave
right.
offering.
Yeah. I think there's a line between tough coaching and being unprofessional. Oh yeah, it is. It is.
Let me say this, man. Sometimes what do we mean by hurting the kid? Like, oh, we hurting the kid's development, or we hurting his social. Like, sometimes we gotta watch. It's a thin line, man, because a lot of times you may not see what goes on behind the scenes. As you guys know, man, coaches may be provide meals for kids. In certain cases, provide transportation. So sometimes it's a thin line between just we don't really know what the coach is doing for the kids off the field, not just one single kid. So it's just a thin line between that and unprofessional. As long as you ain't really cussing the kid out and physically touching them, that's what I define as unprofessional. So there is a thin line, but sometimes coaches, man, from just from a coach perspective, it's a lot of things that go on that, as you guys know, behind the scenes, like we were talking about before the show, Coach Kevin, that people don't even see that you do for the kids and for the team.
Yeah.
So sometimes we gotta be careful there when we want the coach, especially at the highs we get towards the higher level, at the high school level, we want the coach fired. We feel like the coach is not doing this, but sometimes we just don't know what's going on
Well,
off the court.
well, it depends because you got levels. You know, you got AAU coaches, you got rec coaches, you got school coaches. You know, that kind of stuff. So the levels are kind of different when we talking about professional and non-professional.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, so.
Because when you at the rec level, you talking about dudes volunteering. And
Right.
one thing about it, like I guess my outlook on the whole bad coaching thing, if you feel like your child getting coached the wrong way, then you need to find a better situation to put him in. It wouldn't be nothing necessarily personal, but I'm one of those type of people. I have the mindset where if I start with you, I'm gonna finish with you, regardless of what the situation is.
Right.
If I want to look for a better situation the following year, then I go that route.
Right.
But a lot of times, a lot of kids don't know how to lose. Like everybody wants to be on that team that go undefeated, that go to the championship, win the Super Bowl or the basketball championship. And for the most part, most of the drama I've seen here making with rec sports is the parents.
Right.
You know, and it's a matter of the kids. They out there just trying to play the game, but like the parents put so much into a $10 trophy.
Yeah. Go to a few of these comments, man.
But see, sometimes we're talking about a player development, man. You got to understand the coach don't have a kid or a team for maybe 2 hours a day or practice 2 or 3 times a week. So
Yeah.
sometimes the development part really goes to the off the off the court as far as on that player.
Yeah, like with me, I can. When it comes to me coaching, man, I'm more of a. I'm mentally. I'm more getting your kid ready mentally. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's the confidence, whether it's your IQ, let's do this without playing hard. You know what I'm saying? Confidence can be destroyed from bad coaching. Yeah, it can. It can. That's what I'm saying. Like all that, it goes together. That's why when I say you're a coach, you're a great coach. It ain't about X's and O's all the time. It ain't about, you got to be a player's coach too. But you got to balance it. You got to make it balanced.
But then sometimes sometimes I think it's parents. Parents don't take into consideration sometimes like the elements that work against the coach. You can say a coach is a bad coach, but what if you know what I'm saying? You got players on your team that don't show up to practice, like key players. They miss practice, and that you may not have that issue so much in basketball as you would football, because football had more moving pieces. But
Right.
if it's something that we need to work on, how can I get you the repetition you need when we missing 2 or 3 players this day, 2 or 3 key players this day? But then it turns around, it's supposed to be coaching. But if you ain't put in the repetition for this, how can I get you prepared to go out here on this field and play?
Right. Hey, man, I appreciate that, Wade, man. You making me blush. Yeah, man, but what I'm saying, like, that's my thing, man. I always been a player coach, and, it's all mental with me. One thing about me, man, just getting into a few things, like, especially with basketball, I look for effort. Can't one kid come to me and tell me they can't play defense. Not one. Can't one. They can't never come to me and say they can't play defense.
You can do.
See, because I can't take it. Like defense ain't never effort. That's effort.
And a lot of times, man, I don't know if it's the generation. That's what a lot of times I'm not seeing, man. Kids just not playing hard. Like they're just not playing hard. Like you say, Coach, man, it boils down to just simple things, the effort sometimes, and the kid can be loafing, and the parents still yelling from the crowd, Coach don't know what he's doing. Get him out of there. Nobody, you know what I'm saying? So it's a tough situation, man.
Right.
I think what I see is a lot of times these kids don't necessarily know how to take that punch to the mouth. Like what is one thing I've noticed about a lot of our kids is they can go into any sport regardless of what the sport is. If they up by 20, they might beat you by 50. But when you talking about this low scoring game and it's time we trade punches back and forth, it is it's the mentality that I see that's a lot different.
Right, right.
That's a good point right there, Coach.
Well, speaking of sports, man, we just had a championship in Middle Georgia, man. What was it, last Wednesday? Last Wednesday.
For the 4, man.
Hey, listen, man. I look at it like this. I know it was down in Warner Robins, but we all 478.
Whole time the charm, baby.
Hey, but check this though. Hey, but check this.
Man, what you got for me, man?
Look, I was born in Warner Robins. I ain't never tell y'all that. Hey, me and Kevin cousin, he might not even know it. Look, my birth certificate says Warner Robins, Georgia, baby. Warner Robins, Georgia.
Boy,
hey man, I appreciate that, Mike. So check this, man. You know. Anyway, man, we got two players, man, from Warner Robins High Championship team, man. We got them coming on with us, man. Both of the Jalen's, I call them Jays. You got Jay Bird, you got Jalen Addy. We gonna bring them on, man. They gonna come and talk to us about their championship, man.
We got some champs in this house. Yeah. Put on for the phone, man.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Both of the Jalen's. What's going on, man?
That much, that chillin'.
Y'all still smell like Mountain Dew, man. Y'all just won your championship, man. hey, man, y'all just won your championship, man. I'm trying to see if y'all still smell like Mountain Dew down there, man.
Nah.
Yeah, man, I know y'all just...
I just want to ask you one question, man. How does it fit? The moment the clock hit 0, after all the adversity, the 4 years, the close losses, the heartbreaks, man. First, I'll go with you on Jay Bird, man. How does it feel, man? What you were feeling that moment?
No, I had felt great at the moment, man. You know, we finally got that monkey off our back, so it felt good.
Jalen, other Jay, man, how did you feel, man? The quarterback, man, knowing the adversity you went through, man, the changing your positions early in your career, the taking over for Dylan, getting close last year, man. What was going through your mind, man?
Man, I don't know. It was a rush, man. It was feelings, emotions. It was a lot, you know. I felt great at the moment, being that, you know, I want to go out as a champion, but just being that I won't be playing football with my brothers no more, that was the main thing. But
it's a lot of mixed emotions, huh?
Yeah, you know, it was a lot going on at once. But I felt good, you know, being champion.
Oh yeah, now nobody can never take them reins from y'all, boy.
One thing about it, man, y'all 4 years in a row, y'all go to the championship. Like what to that's something that almost no high school kid experienced. Like every year to be at the state championship. What did it mean to you to finally get over that hump?
It felt great. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's hard to go 4 times. It's hard to go 1 time, but going 4 times, we fell short 3 times, and we finally got one. So, you know, that's a blessing. We finally got over that hump.
That's what's up.
Hey, man, I've been Jay Bird, man. Hey, I actually seen you play for the Warner Robins Raiders, man. So how long have you been playing?
Nah, I don't know. I've been playing for like a good little while. I don't know. I don't know. Hey.
Yeah, I used to work with your dad, man. And he used to always talk about you then, and you probably was maybe 10. And you like, yeah, man, my son played, you know, he played running back, this, that, and the third. I used to work with him and Daryl, man. And then I finally seen you, man. Y'all came in. We were the Gators, man. Y'all came up here to the gym and played us.
Oh, yeah.
When you was one of Robin Raiders. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
Um, so how was that? How was that transition for y'all, man? For 2 years ago, man, your coach, one coach left, man. He went to Jones County, and then Coach Westbrook took over. So how was that experience for you, man? Like, cause for me, man, I think I saw a video, man, and when they announced that Coach Westbrook got the job, man, it like the whole locker room went crazy.
Oh yeah.
If I ain't mistaken, you know what I'm saying? But I was like, okay, I was with it, man. A brother getting that job, man, I was with it. So how was that transition for you?
I mean, being that we younger kids, we
Uh huh.
look at certain stuff different. We all look up to Coach Westbrook. He like a second father to us. We can go talk to him about anything. We can
Right.
ask him for anything. He got anything we need. He always got our best interest as far as Coach Chastain. It was a decent coach. You can't take that from him, but he
Right.
had his
Right.
ways.
Mm-hmm.
He I know. I mean, he won football games, which is what a football coach want to do. He won. I mean, he still got the job done, but just as far as feelings with Coach Westbrook, it was different. I can connect to Coach Westbrook more. I feel more comfortable with Coach Westbrook.
And as a coach myself, man, I understand what you're saying about those relationships. A lot of times, man, coaches don't understand it's not just about X and O's, it's about building a relationship with your players. And that make you guys want to go harder for us. And sometimes they even got to, we got to get out on your level sometimes. One thing about Coach Kevin and Coach on board, when I see them guys, they know how to relate to the players and get the best out of them. But on Jalen Addy, I got one question, man. When you saw Jones County had won, and you knew that y'all was playing Jones County. You knew about it was the rivalry, everything you went through. First of all, can you tell the viewers about your original position? Where did you start at originally?
I've always been a quarterback, actually, but with Coach Chastain, in 10th grade, he moved me to receiver. I guess he wanted me to get some varsity experience because I'll be taking over the next year or whatever. I've always played quarterback. He moved me to receiver 10th grade. I played some varsity snap there. Got a couple touchdown passes. He was I guess he won his best 11 on the field. I mean, it was a blessing to have the athletic ability to play more than one position. But
Oh yeah, it makes you
deep down in my
versatile
heart,
because
I'm a
the field is
quarterback.
good, man. But speaking of that, like I said, when you knew you was gonna play Jones County, like man, why y'all run the score up on the boards like that, man?
We
Hey
had to
man,
show 'em what it
y'all run
was,
the score
man.
up on the board like that,
We
man.
had to show
To
'em
be
what it
honest,
was.
to
We
be honest, it
came back
was
to the back.
personal.
Okay.
Say it was personal.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
personal.
Hey, well, Jay Bird, let me ask you this, man. What made you change from number 24 to number 2? Where was that about? Was it just something that you wanted to do, or was it a meaning behind it, or?
Nah, it's just something that I want to do. Me and Addie, we just like thought of like 1-2 combination in the
Right.
backfield.
Hey, and that looked good though. When I
Yeah,
saw it, I'm
yeah.
like, okay, yeah, that looked good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I did some shirts for your dad, man, and he told me you were number 2. Like what? He usually do 24, but I kind of that was I was just trying to see, man, was that something that So, what do y'all think about the program in the future? I know y'all leaving, y'all seniors. What do y'all look at it as, man? Y'all think that they got a good chance of going back next
Yeah,
year?
yeah. I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
it's a lot of young talent there. I mean,
Hey, tell us
they
about the key players, man. Who we need to look forward to?
uh, where do I start? You got returning starters. You got Davion. You got Malcolm, Antoine. Got Christian Lane. Marquez. It's a lot of young talent on the offensive side of the ball. Then you got defense. You got Big Vic Burley,
Woo!
Montrez
Hey, I
Deacon.
think everybody in
Yeah,
this world
I
know
mean,
about Big Vic by now, boy. If you're a high school
Yes.
football player.
oh yeah.
Yes.
I mean, it's a lot of young talent left there. We all went to work together. Great coaching staff. So I mean, there ain't no doubt they can make another run for it if they all come to buy in, be play disciplined football.
Hey, hold on right quick.
I got a question. I got a
Go
question
ahead, Coach
for you,
Kevin.
Jay. I'm a stat guy, so like I was checking out your stats in the backfield, man. And what I noticed was, early on in your career, like your sophomore year, you probably had like 400-yard receiving, uh, 49 catches. but then you had 182 touches for 1,000 yards. The next season, you probably wasn't featured so much in the passing game. You had pretty much the same number of touches, but you almost rushed for like an extra 300 yards. Can you attribute that to being used less in the passing game?
At first, we had a different OC at the time, so they used to like use me as another receiver out the backfield early. So that's probably why you see so much receiving yard. Then my junior senior year, they used to use it like the receiver at running back.
Oh yeah, cause man, I'm looking at it like you went from like averaging 5 a touch to 7 a touch,
Yeah,
and like to break 1,000 yards without 200 touches, man, that's pretty good.
appreciate that.
Hey man, I think like what do you say you committed to Air Force, right?
Yeah, I can
Jay
do that
Bird.
before. Yeah.
You ain't got any thoughts, Addy? You haven't committed nowhere yet, Ray.
Jay Bird, son, hey, I got to quit with that Jay Bird, son. Jay Bird, when you played Bless Trinity, man, and Justice Hayes, what was your mindset going into that game, man, knowing that, you guys are two of the top backs in the state, man? Like, you take that game personally going against another guy who's, on the radar? Did you want to try to make a statement that game?
They really disrespecting me, man. They had him over me, so I ain't really like that. So I had to come out and play middle Georgia football.
Yeah,
Hey,
man, motivation.
I was paying attention to that, man. I was like, that was a nice matchup right there, man. I see you. I say you ate. Hey, y'all young boys, say you ate good that night.
Yeah.
So Addy, how many touchdowns did you have in the championship? Was it like 6?
Yes, I had 6, 3 passes.
Oh man, that's crazy, man.
And you know one thing I know about your stat, Eddie. Who else from Warner Robins can say they got a passing touchdown, rushing touchdown, and receiving touchdown? Do you know if it's anybody else?
Not
We
you
had
think
that
of
one
right
game,
off the
Coach Kevin.
Not like
Yeah, man.
career wise. I know I see. Look, man, touchdown, pass, reception, touchdown, and rushing touchdown.
So he
So
just all over the field.
that's what it looked like to me.
Hey, but you know what, man? Hey, that says a lot about y'all program too, man. Because y'all had like almost 3 players that had 1,000 yards, right? I know 2 of y'all had. You might as well say 3 because Addy, you had like 900 something.
I broke 1,000.
You broke 1,000. Okay, so you broke 1,000. Jalen broke 1,000. Jay Bird broke 1,000. Then y'all had another back down there. He was wearing number 24 this year, right?
Yeah.
Right. He had 1,000 yards. So hey, man, that's saying a lot, man, about y'all program, man.
Yeah.
It's saying a lot, man. I take my hat off to Coach Westbrook, man, for real.
Hey, Addy, I noticed today, man, on Twitter, man, Reinhardt been talking to you, man. Any schools been talking to you, man? Any, what's going on with you, as far as you at the college level?
With the extra year eligibility, it's kind of different right now. I'm waiting on a couple coaches to get back with me to see what offers I still have on the table. But as far as reaching out to me, it's kind of slow right now because that some of them still in office recruiting.
Man,
it's different. So I'm really just waiting to see how everything goes on my end.
Man, listen here, man. I need you to know, man. I just made a Facebook post today about that, man, with the rule change. Listen up, man. Just trust the process, man. You're a great player. You put on for your city, man, for everybody the last, 2 or 3 years. Just trust the process, man. It's going to work out for you. Because at the end of the day, man, it's all about getting a degree. So if somebody, as long as it's about a degree at the end of the day, man, so I just want you to keep your head up, man, and just trust the process. It's going to work out for you.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, we got a comment on him. Somebody say, what the hell happened in Northside?
Warner Robins?
Listen, man. It's crazy, man, because, I had so many people, man, that I deal with. Even my brother was like, man, why, because my son played at Northside. And, man, you chose the wrong school. You should let him win over there. That kind of stuff. And man, how did it? I'm trying to see how the dominance just flipped like that, man. Like, what's going on? Is it just the program? Cause Northside don't have a bad program. Or is it just the players, man? Y'all killing all the players, or is it the extra school out there? What's going on, man? I know they slept veterans out there.
I ain't gonna necessarily say that it's the players. You know, they got athletes. They got athletes at some position, but and they got some good coaches. But I don't think that them boys don't really buy in together. You know, they go out there and play for themselves. I think it's a lot of selfish players on that team, but it's a lot of talent on that team. But I feel like if they really played together, you know how we came together. They'll be pretty good. But if that selfishness ain't gonna cut it for them.
Hey, Coach Wiggin told me he just commented, man, and said he proud of y'all.
Appreciate that, Coach Wiggin.
Yeah, so going in through a few comments, man, trying to see what. Go ahead, Coach Java.
Oh man, I was just gonna say, man, it showed that y'all mentally tough, man, to keep bouncing back year after year after year after year. One thing we know about y'all guys, both of y'all mentally tough, man, and Rutherford, man, is Air Force, are you solid on that commit? Or you know what I'm saying? Are you 100% in, or you just looking around, or what's going on? What's the gauge on that?
I'm 100% committed.
So how does it feel? Like, how did you choose Air Force, a military school, over traditional schools? You know what I'm saying? What led you to make that decision?
I just felt, out of all my offer, I felt like that was my best offer to commit to. So, if I don't make it to the league, I got the military to follow on. It's a guaranteed job. So.
Hey man, I like that, man. I definitely like that, man.
Yeah, man. I served in the Army myself, man. Year out of college, 19 went to the Army. So, it's definitely something that you should try to take advantage of. You just gonna have to lose this, but look, man, it's gonna be worth it. Cause soon,
hey man,
they gonna take all of it, man. Everything on your head gonna be gone. They may let you keep your eyebrows though.
That's about all you gonna keep to my bro.
Yeah.
Hey, Eddie, man, going at any, you know what I'm saying? Do you want to remain at quarterback, or are you, open to transition to other positions at the next level?
Stay at quarterback. I've been quarterback since I started playing football at 6, so it runs deep. I played receiver, to give the younger quarterback some experience for coming into next year. And I played some safety, to help the team out, but I always been a quarterback.
Hey man, trust yourself, man. Believe in yourself, man. Hey, just be. I always believe in yourself.
Yes, sir.
Hey man, y'all got a quarterback down there now, man. I don't know his name, man, but he was pretty big. When my son was in the 9th grade at Northside, man, they played him in a 9th grade game, man. And I was trying to see if this may be the same guy that y'all might have coming. Huh?
Who's the next guy lying down there?
Yeah, who's the next guy? Is he a junior or?
Yeah, it's a junior coming. His name Christian Lane.
Is he big?
Something like that. He like probably 5'11", 6 foot even.
I don't know. I don't know if this kid here was big, man. I don't know if he was 5'11" when he was in the 9th grade or what it was, but he was pretty big, man. That probably him then, man, because they played in a 9th grade game, man, and I was like, man.
Wait, what?
Well, let me see.
What year your son is?
He a year behind.
He a junior. Yeah. He said name Christian, yeah.
Yeah, it had to be Christian.
Yeah, that's him, because he just commented Christian. So, yeah, man, that guy that was pretty big. I think he gonna be all right.
Yeah, he's gonna be pretty good. He got arm strength. He had an injury, minor setback. He bounced back.
Mm-hmm.
Feel like he gonna take him to the ship again next year.
So tell me how y'all process is, man, like far as how y'all do stuff. When it comes to your season and your football practices and spring practices, and like when do y'all start? When do y'all start working out? How's the process through the day?
Oh, that's year round. We
You're
start.
right.
Yeah,
You're
after
right.
we
look,
state champion, after
he
we state
looking like
championship, we probably get a couple days off. We back in the weight room.
Right. Couple days.
A couple
Back
days
at
off.
it.
We back in the weight room.
That's it.
And then we got, when we started to install a little bit before spring with the 7-on-7s,
Mm-hmm.
they're really big on football. So, everything got to be top tier. We take a couple times, to try guys out at different spots and whatnot. But
Mm-hmm.
when the spring ball football really get to rolling. And then, when the season start, that's when everybody at their best. It's just a powerhouse of football when the season starts. It just only get better from the beginning.
Right. Hey, man. Again, man. Congratulations to y'all. I'm glad that y'all came on the show, man. Keep drinking your Mountain Dew or whatever y'all doing, man, when you're celebrating. Hey, man, I'm rooting for both of y'all, man, for your future. Keep doing what you're doing, man.
Hey
Appreciate
man, I
that.
just want to say, man, guys, listen up. Like I said, we've never met, but I've been following you guys, man. Just always know somebody's always got their eyes on you, especially when you're an athlete. You never know who's watching, man. So I know you guys are great players because I just been following you, man. Just following your careers over time, man. So just both you guys, your trust the process, man. Thanks for coming on, and just best luck in the future, man.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate that.
Okay,
hey,
man.
man.
All right. Go ahead. Go.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, man, it's been
Oh,
a
okay.
pleasure talking to you guys today, man. We appreciate y'all for coming on, bro.
I appreciate y'all for having me.
Okay, man. All right.
All right.
Yeah, man. It's a pretty good program down there.
Water down there, bro.
Man, those guys, man, are some pretty good guys, man. Those guys are pretty good guys, man. Those guys, that first year getting wrong, that thing was ugly. Then it got close against Bainbridge. Then it was close against Buford. And they finally brought that thing home, man. That was big for the area, for the foe, man.
Yeah, especially, man. But like I said, to go to the state championship every year, they don't play 15 games every year.
That's
since
60
ninth grade.
games, Coach Kevin.
Yeah.
That's 60 games, man. That's like you say, man. It take a lot.
And plenty of kids that's only guaranteed 10 if they're the season. So you only get 40 games.
Yeah, man. We appreciate that, Mr. Aaron. That Jay Bird dad, man.
Hey, man, thanks a lot, man. You got a great kid, man. Great kid, man.
Most definitely.
Let's jump into another topic, man. We'll jump into
Man,
another
the
topic.
elephant in the room, man. The elephant in the room.
Uh-oh.
Man, what you got
So-
for us, Coach? The big C word.
The big one.
COVID-19.
Yeah, man.
I never would have thought, guys, in a million years, I'd be walking around with a mask on like I'm watching a movie off sci-fi. And here we are from March, man, when everybody didn't really think that thing was serious, man, even myself, as far as, man, we the big bad United States. You know what I'm saying? But man, here we are in January, and man, hundreds of thousands of people have lost their lives, been affected by it. Man, we gotta take this thing serious, man. We gotta take this thing serious. What's your thoughts on the Coach Boyd, man? How do you feel about it? So how has COVID impacted you and maybe your family and friends, man? How's it impacted you?
A whole lot, man. I'm still not used to it. You know what I'm saying? Far as like when it first hit, getting my children, man, being so scared, man. I had to get my kids adjusted to it. And then by me having, family members, man, that's, got health issues. My pops, man, my mom, and my sister that I lost. I lost her pretty much to COVID. Just adjusting to it, man, and just knowing, that this is real. And I tell people, man, it's real. Don't think that it's not, because it is. A lot of people it hasn't hit home yet. A lot of people it has hit home for. But it's definitely real, man. It's just something that we have to get used to, man, and hopefully, man, sooner than later, we can find something. We can find a suggestion to it.
Coach Kevin, man, how's COVID impacted you, man, your family, man, your friends, and how you operate on a day-to-day basis?
To be honest, man, it's almost like COVID kind of created a new normal for now. Like for right now, this distance and this space between individuals. That's the new norm. For me, man, I gotta look at these children every day in my house. And I work from home too, so it's like I'm trying to juggle and put on multiple hats with being at home with the kids. Kind of got a little break for a minute because they went back, but they back home now, so it's back to virtual learning and working virtually. So I mean, for me, it ain't too much different because I kind of stay out the way anyway. I'm always at home, so it really
Man,
didn't affect me like that.
you made a big point, man, that kind of led into our feeds into our next topic, man. As an educator myself, man, that virtual learning has affected me, because I've had to make decisions to be cautious because I'm not only for my safety, being around others, man. So COVID is really, and I've had friends, man, on ventilators. So, man, COVID-19, man, it's just, it's been crazy, man. So that leads to our next topic, man. The big virtual learning. You guys are parents, man. Like I said, I'm on kind of both ends of the perspective on that one, man. How do you guys, as a parent, Coach Kevin, and I give my perspective, from the educator and teacher's perspective. How do you feel about virtual learning, man? How does it affect you and your, saying your kids? How do y'all feel about it?
To be honest, I think that though I actually commend y'all teachers because I mean y'all already I think y'all underpaid one. Number two, it's already difficult enough to work with these kids while y'all face to face, but now it's like you have to be able to reach these kids, and it's nowhere near as personal as it used to be with a teacher because now I'm just looking at you on the screen. It almost, in a sense, kind of removes a lot of emotion from things, but simply because my kid watch TV all day, every day. So what's different from them sitting in front of a computer screen and looking at you? It's the same thing. They don't have that relationship that most students and teachers have, if
Man,
that
that's
makes sense.
man, that's a great answer because you touched that on the head, man. It's very difficult to provide that one-on-one instruction to a child through a screen. And man, in my situation, I've been doing both. So it's like double task. You're trying to provide for kids in the classroom and then doing a double task to provide for them virtually. And it's just a tough situation, man. But again, now I'm gonna say this. The virtual learning, it places a lot of responsibility on the kids, especially when you're talking about middle school and under, man. Sometimes they just not responsible enough to just stay on the computer and do their work like that, man. So it's a difficult situation, man. So like I say, man, we just try to do the best we can. Coach Boyd, man, how do you feel about it? How's it impacted? How's virtual learning working over there on your end?
Well, it wasn't. I can't say it's bad because I got my children are pretty much about grown. You know what I'm saying? So
Look, I got
yeah, right.
I'm
So
over here doing kindergarten and pre-K virtual learning.
right.
What I'm
So
saying?
with mine's, man, my kids, man, all my kids are teenagers. I got 4 kids, all of them are teenagers. My baby is a 13-year-old. She's the only one actually goes to physical school. What Khalid went, my son went to. But even if she didn't, I think that she would be fine because I've always got them ready for being prepared for different stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I think that she'll be fine. But other than that, man, I haven't had an issue about they can't do this, they can't do that. Well, I'd rather be. I know my son came to me a few times and said I'd rather do it physically, but if he really just had to do it virtually, he's fine. So I take my hats off to the ones with the smaller kids like Coach Kevin. But by me having teenagers, man, I think, I mean, it's been okay. It's
Well,
been
for me,
okay.
man, personally, as a parent, my son's in the sixth grade, and I don't think the social aspect, like sometimes for kids, especially that sixth grade level, that's where they develop their social skills as far as being around others and being able to communicate with others. So, in a sense, I kind of wish they was in school, but then again, you say, man, we got to think about the safety. And it's really critical, like I said, for kids at Coach Kevin's kids' age, man. That's when they get those basic fundamentals of the reading and the
Yeah.
hands-on with the teacher, man. So those are real. It's real critical at that age, man. So I just hope, man. Speaking of that, man, how do y'all feel about that vaccine, the COVID
I
vaccine, man?
iPad man, I watched I Am Legend, so you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna give these folks, a few more months, and and
Let them,
see
you
if
gonna let them test it out.
like. I mean, I seen the little meme on Facebook where they showed people with their mouth like this, like, and I just like, I ain't trying to go out like that. I stay home anyway, so I'm gonna wait on the vaccine, bro. You know.
Hey, man, while we in this topic, man, I wanted to bring in a lady that's near and dear to my heart, man. She got a program, man, called Dr. Role Model Program. Been around a while. I know since like the early '90s. I was actually a protege in it. Now I'm a role model in it. So I think that's pretty epic. Man, it's a nice program, man. I'm gonna bring her on so she can talk about it. And let some of the parents need to tune in so they can hear what's going on. But let me bring her on real quick. Miss Tina Denard. How you doing, ma'am?
Hi, I'm
Hey,
great. How you doing?
I'm pretty good.
Hey, how you doing today?
I'm doing very well.
We got Coach Kevin that just spoke, and you got Coach Jolly,
How
Mr.
you
Coach Jolly.
how you doing,
Hey,
Miss Denard? How you doing?
I'm doing very well. And Coach Kelly, I'm gonna get you this. This is a reading program for your kids.
Okay,
Um,
thank
we'll take them to the 12th grade. So if they can't read, just like baking a cake, you don't have to do anything. Just let
you.
them
Oh, that's
listen to it 30 minutes a day.
that's right up my alley too. That's what
Okay.
I need.
So I'm gonna get you this reading program, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, Miss Denard, tell us a little about the Dr. Role Model Program. When did it start? What about as the years went on, and how is it now?
Well, we started in June of 1992, so this
Hmm.
going on our 29th year this year. We started out, I guess, I think from 9 to 11. Then we just decided to drop back down to 6 to 11,
Okay.
and you're in forever. So
Right.
you have to return back either as a role model or you return back helping anywhere you live, just giving back to your community, what we
Right.
have actually put into you.
Okay. Oh,
So,
what
any,
kind of? Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, you can ask me.
What kind of turnaround do you have with that? Like as far as numbers, or how
We have,
many kids would you
we
say?
have a 98% success rate.
Oh, now that
And
you can't beat that.
even if my kids, and he could tell you, if they get in trouble, they go to jail, anything, those are my babies. If I need
Right.
to help you pay your child support, your whatever, you still mine.
That's right.
I crack your head later, but I don't. That you're now the best role model. Now you can come back and you can tell those kids those things that where you would not listen. The things that took you down the path. We're there for the moms have to be a part. They're like my sister's auntie, mama, whatever they need from me. That's what I've done for the last 29 years. We
So it's
don't,
pretty much. I'm sorry. It's pretty much for like single parent households, right? That's how it started.
We're still there, but we do. If somebody reach out and say, "Hey, I can't reach my child, or I'm having some kind of issue,"
Hmm.
then we allow them to come to all of the activities, because the activities, as you know, they are just 5 star. We try to get the best of the best. Our kids deserve the best. I tell anybody that knows we don't do. If it's not 5 star, I'm not doing it.
Mr. Dunn, I have a question. If someone needed to obtain information about the Adopt a Role Model program, how would they go about finding obtaining information to join, maybe possibly join the program?
Well, they can do Tina Denard on Facebook. They can inbox me, or they can call me 478-954-6790, or they can email me at tdenard, that's 2NDENNARD 163 at yahoo.com.
All right, thanks. I just want to say, I think it's a tremendous thing that you've been doing for the community, and I just want to applaud you for and thank you for, because I know you've impacted over a 29-year period. No, not since 1992. I know you've impacted. I know you've impacted a lot of lives because Coach Boyd speaks highly of you, and I know I've actually heard your name here in the community as doing great things. So I just want to applaud you just for your great work and how you say give you your flowers while you're here.
Well, thank you. I give all that glory back to God, because in the beginning, I was going to retire, and, I was going to be living the life. My kids were grown, and I saw some kids going to jail and just kind of just lost it. 29 years later, I'm in love with some amazing young males.
I think sometimes, like I said, we've all had people to help get us where we are. So I know there's people now coming in the section say that about used to be in your program. So I know there are a lot of people that are very appreciative of you.
Well, thank you. We have quite a few of the role models like Amber that, they return back. Now that's the reward for me. I don't have to look for him. I don't have to, check on. He's going to check on me. He's going to let me know what he's doing. And that's, that's a successful program if the person comes back and he wants to give back. Now, to me, that is priceless.
Yes, ma'am. So,
I have to tell you some of my experience with the program. As an 8, 9-year-old, how often did we go to Tuskegee?
I sent Dante White a thank you, because I think we attended almost about 8 times.
Hey, we used to go to Tuskegee. What it was like for a weekend?
Well, you did it overnight, but we
Right.
about 5 or 6 of the original Tuskegee Airmen. So
Right. So we stayed on the campus,
yes,
on Tuskegee University campus, and I remember being we used to always go to the little theater and watch the movie Tuskegee Airmen. I still remember that, man. Stuff like that stick with you. With me growing up in, at that time I was in Tender Heights. Man, that was real big, man. The only thing that we had was the boys club when it opened. So other than that, man, that was real big, man. Getting out, going to another state, that kind of stuff.
You want to tell them about you guys walking around the campus as if y'all were on part of Tuskegee.
Man, we learned so much though, man. We learned a lot, man. We learned a lot just going.
And
Um,
I look up, and Charles Fleming is flying the airplane with.
hey, we what Big Snipe? Big Snipe, what's your first name? So we can get her to remember you.
Mr. No, I don't know. You see, I got my Fort Valley shirt on tonight, so I don't know how I feel about that Tuskegee, Mr. Nod. But that's okay. I got my Fort Valley shirt on, my Fort Valley shirt.
Let me tell you, when Dr. Rivers and Miss Rivers, we lived on Fort Valley campus also. Uh, Miss Rivers was a classmate, so we got invited down to Fort Valley. Have a lot of kids that attended Fort Valley State, so really we went around to lots of colleges. So
And I think
we went. We have to give kids a choice, and that's what we were actually doing then, is just kind of introducing them because we wanted them to dream. Although he's 6, 7, or 8, it's amazing how many kids, went to college. I mean, we went to Georgia State, we went to Emory University. So
and I think exposing kids at a young age motivates them to want to achieve things. So that's a great thing. Like I say, a lot of times kids aren't exposed to things, so they don't really know what's out there.
now,
Antonio said y'all did Olympics '96 too.
yes, we did.
I missed that one.
We
Hey,
had,
you got up on me on that one.
we had 100 tickets to the Olympics, and I think even the night of the bombing, our kids had just gotten back. Thank God for that. But we also take the kids on a dream flight. We didn't do this year, but we go up to Delta, and we can't go to. We don't have money to stay for the training for the aviation, but they allow us to do the dream flight, and that we fly to DC, to Pensacola, Florida, for a day. They have a whole day on a plane. They get to go up in the cockpit. They get to talk to all of the pilots, and they're all African American pilots. That's It's amazing. So they do that for a day. I don't think Alroy got a chance to do that trip. And
Nah, I think I missed that one.
well, we've been doing that one for about 8 or 9 years.
Oh yeah, I definitely missed that one. I hit that one as a role model. But yeah, it was another one we went to the first time I went to the aquarium. Not the one in where it was in Tennessee.
When I wanted to see those ducks.
Right. Hey, that one, like, that's before they put the one in Atlanta. But I remember us going to that one.
That, and then we actually did a history tour. We started uh, in Montgomery, Tuskegee or Montgomery, and then we went up to Tennessee, and we went to the Lorraine Motel. I don't know whether you took that trip where Dr. King was killed.
I can't remember that one.
Okay, so that was an overnight trip that we uh, spent the night there too.
Okay.
Okay. When you started this program initially, was it anything like that? Maybe presenting itself as like an obstacle or something like that, with you getting it off of the ground?
That's why I said all praises to God, because
That's right.
He provided everything was there. We actually put together an adoption ceremony where Judge Lewis Sands led the mock adoption. So it was really serious that the role model, if you going to be a part of this program, you have to give 100 hours. You don't have to, kind of like be there every day. And I think a lot of the role models get kind of, oh, I don't have this kind of time. You have the time. because if I'm going to a school, and if you can go to the school when they're having career day, okay, that's if I call you up and I say, hey, I have this kid that's going through, can you talk to him? Can you just call him every day? Can you go to the school with me? I have a parents that's having a parents conference, and I make it just making sure my parents do not go to the school without myself or someone else, so that we understand what you need to get your child where they need to be.
What would be like one of the main things you would attribute the success of your program to? Like what was like one of the things that you feel like made y'all make your program as successful as it is?
God picked the role model, and the parents are amazing. I mean, if I and one of the things I tell people, don't give my kids no false stuff like, hey, you must have got it all, do it all, know it all. No, be real. And the parents, the same thing. They know if I'm on them, whatever your responsibility, you're going to do your responsibility because I'm going to be there with you. I'm going to walk. If I see something that I don't like, I'm going to call it out. I'm going to crack your head, whatever it takes.
That's right.
My parents know, but I'm going to love on you, and you're not going to be missing anything, because if you need something, without a shadow of a doubt, I will turn every stone that I can find to make sure you get what you need. So
That's
that
right.
was the success of, and this is what happened, and this is why I had to do that. Well, I took the parents on a trip to Ohio. My daughter was having this conference. Well, I got to Ohio, hey, I done took the kids to the JFK Center. We done gone to Florida. We done gone here, there. We all over the world. I think I got it going on, right? So here I have some ladies, and I don't even know these ladies. And they walk up and say, you got a lady on the bus that has AIDS, and I'm looking crazy. So then there's another, she shared that she had been molested as a child. So, I mean, I got all these itches, and I've been knowing these parents for about 4 or 5 years, and I don't know none of, I don't know this, and but you're a stranger. You shouldn't be telling me this.
Yeah.
So I came back to Macon. I called Mr. Ricks over at the health department. You're gonna teach me everything about AIDS, what I need to do. And from that day forward, I am there for my parents. Because what I was doing, although we were going all over the world, I was still returning the kids back into an unhealthy household.
Yeah.
Because, if there's some need, or if I need to get you some help, or I need to help you, then I don't know. So I started doing home visits. I had a kid that was 12, had a stroke. I'm coming up in your house because something is not right.
Look, we need more like you.
And I
Yes, but
feel like,
my parents,
as an educator, I feel like having a stable environment is one of the key components in a kid achieving academic success. So, like I said before, I commend you because you seem to go that extra mile. And sometimes we talk about it and we don't really be about it. So I just want to say, I want to commend you again because ain't nothing like getting in them trenches, Mr. Noah. We can talk about it, but getting in them trenches ain't nothing like getting in them trenches, getting your hands dirty. So a
but
lot of
then
times, we talk about it, but we don't be about it.
but one thing I can say, I can call my parents and I could say to a parent, I need you to take some food over here to this house. I need you to go and pick this mom up and take this mom. So just the relationship or the bond that, they allow me in their space. So I don't take that for granted. I don't, I they know me, I'm real. You know, if I have it, you have it. So
But you
don't say
planting a
nothing.
good seed with Coach Boyd. You planted a good seed. He turned into a high flower, Mr. Bernard.
Everything she don't
He
say, he
turned into
told
a
me,
high
can
flower.
you make banana pudding too?
I'm
I,
the best cook. Hey, look, I said don't let the lipstick in the high heel shoes. So you're the best cook ever.
I heard that. I'm ready to come get me a plate now.
So the next time we have one, I'll definitely have to invite you guys over.
Thank you for taking time with your night, Mr. Bernard,
Thank
from
you guys
speaking
for
with us.
having me. And I watched a little of your show. My grandson is a football player, so
Where you
that
play at, Miss Tina?
he's at Clarion University in Pennsylvania. He's a
Okay.
Okay.
cornerback. Yeah.
Okay.
She know the positions and all, Coach Boyd.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Now you know I have to sneak away to Ohio and go out there and yell for my grandson and run down the sideline. Well, thank you
Well,
guys. Albert, don't forget you come and get this for him, please.
okay, I sure will.
She just saved my life.
And hey, speaking of saving lives, I can't thank you enough for the impact that you.
How many kids?
She said how many you need. He has one in school, right? How many? Well, you just getting it for KD?
I got a kindergarten and one that's in Head Start.
Okay, so you need two. I just ordered some more that we're going to give away on our MLK Day. That's one of I don't know or whether you remember, we always celebrate Dr. King's birthday. We won't be able to have his sister-in-law down here because she is over 80.
Mm-hmm.
So, but we will be giving out our reading program and some other things that I'm planning for MLK Day. So I'll get it. This is the last one I have, but I am expecting some more by the 12th, so I can have them by the 18th. So I'll get you two. You're going to have the best readers in your house. 30 minutes a day. 100%, I guarantee it. You call me when they learn to read.
That's right.
Okay? Let me know.
Well, Mr. Nord, I appreciate you for everything. I appreciate you for coming on the show. I appreciate you for making a big impact in my life and all the other kids' lives now and the kids back then and Mr. Antonio, the one that keep Big Snipe. That's what I know him by, Big Snipe. Well, yeah. He's actually a coach, man. He's a coach now, so you made a good impact on him too.
He won a truck that I was giving away. They swear I rigged it, but I did not.
Yeah.
I love him. He knows. All right. Thank you guys.
Have a good night, Miss Tina.
Have a good night, ma'am. All righty. Yes, ma'am. All right.
Man, that was fun right there, fellas.
Hey, man, I don't think you supposed to be Sniper or government name like that many times.
I told him though. I had to ask him. Hey, I kind of knew it was Antonio, but I couldn't remember. You know what I'm saying?
I knew his name. I just wasn't finna say it out loud, man. I don't think you supposed to put the name out loud.
But you know what though, man? That's the thing about that, man. Like with that program, you know that's the difference from the generations. Yeah. You know, our moms, man, and you know our parents, they leaned on that kind of stuff. You know, they leaned on that kind of stuff. Now, man, it's like I don't need that program. You know, I don't need that. I got my child, this, that, and the third. But it takes a village. We've always said this, man. It takes a village. So why not use that kind of stuff, man? Like it made an impact on who I am now. I made a couple wrong turns, but I got back on the right path.
Somebody helped us all along the way, man. So that's why when you're doing stuff, man, it was supposed to coaching and giving back, man. As long as you genuine, man, you got to be in it for the outcome. And a lot of times with you guys, man, that's what I say. I want to commend you guys, man, for serving in that mentorship role, man. And because like I said, man, there's no income, so you guys got to be in it for the outcome, man. So like I said, I want to commend you guys, man. We need more guys like Miss Tina, coaches like yourself, man. Like we was talking about before the show aired, how many guys you guys have playing varsity sports now that you've had an impact on, and you can still go up to them guys. I'm gonna get like the old people. We got to treat children like children. No
Right.
matter how successful they become, sometimes, man, we as you know, we praise them, but we still gotta discipline them, man. We gotta, we still gotta treat children like children.
Right.
Hey, man.
So, Coach Kevin, man, tell us about the youth spotlight thing.
Hey, man, I heard y'all had got some sauce this week. Coach Kevin got a little sauce he want to throw in the show tonight.
Hey, look, this little guy, I can say I probably known him since he was about like 6 months, man. This little dude, I remember going out to Central City Park, and he was sitting in a stroller. And I walk up to the stroller, and I promise I thought it was like a 3-year-old sitting in a diaper. The baby was 6 months.
Well, hey, before you reveal that sauce, tell the viewers, man, about the youth spotlight, man.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, okay. Pretty much what we're gonna do, man, we're gonna try to incorporate getting our little ones a little shine here, man. This is really geared towards like the 12 and under range, just trying to get these kids used to being able to speak and talk and being able to answer questions fluidly. You know what I'm saying? Just give them a little time to be seen too.
Man, I
So
think that's a great idea, man.
Yeah, boys and girls. We looking for little girls too, man. So like, you can hit me in my inbox on Facebook, Kevin Adside. If you feel like you got somebody we like to take a look at, hit me in the inbox. I'm looking for little girls. I know plenty of little boys that I want to see some of these young ladies that's in the sports come in and talk to us.
Yeah, next week we're gonna try to touch on middle school girls basketball. With the season started, maybe rolling into the second weekend. We also gonna touch on the high school scene gonna be heating up. But with that being said, what y'all got for me tonight? Who y'all got? Who's gonna be the first and inaugural first guest on the youth spotlight?
So this week I decided to go with my homeboy, my little player partner, Javars Parker Jr., man, from 6U Making United. T9, what's going on, man?
What's up?
Man, hey, look, I see it getting a little late. I see you
Boy.
man.
Hey, we cutting it close, Coach Kevin, boy. We cutting it close.
Hey, look, he got look. I see you got your hair, the fresh dreads up there.
Welcome to the show, man. Welcome to the show, Junior, man. Glad to have you on. Glad to have you on. Coach Boy, what you got on deck for him?
Man, I want to ask you a few questions, man. You remember, we probably don't talk about this, but we're going to talk again about it. We're going to ask some questions. You're going to be either or. Football or basketball? You thinking about it, so you like both of them. Football.
You a little live, Peaches.
You like football?
Yes.
Again, PlayStation or Xbox. Which one you got?
PlayStation.
And what you be playing on it? I already know. What you be?
2K.
You good at 2? You good at 2K?
Mhm.
Who you play with? Oh, you just play. Oh, you play with Zion.
Oh, you said what team?
Yeah, what team you play with?
He was talking about their brother.
Oh, who that? Who you be playing? Oh, who you be playing with? What team you play with? The Lakers.
Mhm.
So who your favorite basketball player?
LeBron.
Oh man, that's a good.
Hey, I'm with him too. We got that's my man too.
So who was your favorite football player?
Lukovic.
Hey man, that's a
he gave me that
great one.
throwback, boy.
That's a great one.
Love that throwback, boy.
Hey, speaking of football, can you tell us a little about your team this year? What was the name of the team? Like, what was the name of the team you played on this year? Football.
Making Grizzlies.
I mean, do you remember? Do you
We
remember?
gonna
Y'all?
say that. We'll let you plug that at the end. Say that. We'll let you plug that.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Let me rephrase that. What team did you play on this past season?
Oh, Making United.
He a free agent. Jolly, he a free agent. He said
He making decisions on LeBron live. Hey, all right. Speaking of that, though, to make it United, do you remember what y'all record was? Like, how many games did y'all win and lose?
Yeah, 12. They only lost 4.
Oh, 12-4. That's a good record. What position did you play on the team?
Running back.
Oh, you run that ball. You ain't got no. You got some. You got speed, power. What you got? Both. What you got?
It looked like a baby there, Henry.
Oh, you got both. You got.
Definitely look like.
All right. Well, look, answer this for me, right? If a defender coming to you, getting ready to tackle you, what you do? You shake him. You stiff arm him. What you do to get around him?
Stiff arm.
Okay. I'm gonna be watching. I referee football, so I'm gonna be looking forward to you, man, coming up, man. I'll be keeping my eye on you as you continue to grow as a football player.
Yes, sir.
So let me divide the house real quick. Who a better basketball player, your mom or your dad?
Oh boy, you gonna make me go to bed, man.
Well, they got to mute the phone real quick.
My dad.
Hey man, I played against your dad, man. He jumped pretty high, man. He used to jump high, man. You jump like your daddy? You don't know yet?
I'm not Superman.
Oh man. Okay.
Hey, Javarius, what's your favorite subject in school, man? I know you. I heard you like virtual better. So, what's your favorite subject?
Math.
Math. Okay. You've been working on them with multiplication. You've been working on your multiplication and division.
But he ain't that old, Jolly.
Oh,
I told you, he look like a dinosaur.
he like a 9-year-old. I forgot he.
Boy, please, man, he's 6, man.
Oh, golly. Hey, Coach Kevin, you out recruiting early.
Man, I was trying to tell you, man. I told you the first time I seen him, he was sitting in the crib, and he looked like a 3-year-old in a diaper, and then Mama would rub ice cubes on him.
Look at it, So let me ask you this, man. What you want to be when you grow up?
Really, man? What?
Let me ask you that again, Ju.
They didn't go over that. They didn't go over that question.
I'll be a police.
You'll be a police.
Okay, that's a good career. That's a good job, police.
Hey, so can you tell real good?
He said you tell a tale on your brother's stuff.
Can you tell real? You said you want to be police. Can you tell real good? All right.
I tell on Zai all the time.
Well, I tell you, that's all right, right?
What's I be doing, man, for you to tell on him? What's I be doing for you to tell on him? What you be telling on Zai for?
Don't tell them real big. You on TV, man. Don't.
I don't know.
You put the film now. He ain't talking. But I just want to say, man, we're glad to have you on, man. It was an honor to have you on as our first guest, man, on our weekly youth spotlight. And just keep working hard, man. And hey, whatever you believe in, you can do it, man.
Hey, Terrell. Hey, can you do the chant for me, man? Let me see you turn up.
I do. I don't know.
You, can I see your
Drop,
muscles?
turn
Can you
up.
show me your muscles?
Pop song, drop song.
I don't want to do that one. I don't want to hear that one. Show me your muscles.
Oh,
Just show me your muscles.
oh, I forgot. So you. Oh, everybody ready? Yeah, everybody ready? Yeah, cause what we finna do? Turn up. What we finna go? Go in. I was gonna hit them real hard. They get up, hit them again. Show me your muscles. Ah. Show me your muscles. Ah. Show me your muscles. Ah. Show me your muscles. Ah.
All right, man. We bringing you back on, man. We gonna make you one of the. We gonna make you one of the hosts. We gonna bring you on every week like Black Tony on Ricky Smiley. We gonna bring you on every week.
Hey, he already said he don't want to do nothing, so he ain't coming to work.
All right, man. We're gonna let you get some sleep, man. Well, you don't look like you're sleeping, but we're gonna let you get some sleep. Look at it. You can't play 2K. Ain't no 2K though.
I love Madden more.
Oh, you like Madden more? Oh, okay. Who you play with on Madden?
Jamal, my oldest brother.
I'm talking about what team? You be beating your older brother?
No.
Oh, he be beating you. So what team you play with?
Yeah.
Oh, you just play with all kind of teams. You just thinking about it. We gonna play one day, man. We gonna play one day.
Yes.
And we gonna call you and let you know when we gonna bring you back on. We gonna go on and pencil him in.
Yes, sir.
Parker Jr. We're gonna put Parker Jr. Bring him on the show again.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. You have a good night now.
You too.
Okay, man. All right. I was joking out, man.
That was pretty cool, man. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, man. Okay, while we're wrapping up, man, we're gonna get on a few more touchy subjects, man.
What you got for me?
Uh-oh. Hopefully it's a good one.
Special one, man. We got to talk about it though.
Boy, you must got another boy. Man.
We got another hour and a half.
Yeah, that's what I said. What you got? You got another 2 hours.
So I got 5,000 friends, man. I think at least half of them need to be on him. Because I know I got a few of them, man, that can really touch on this, man, because they part of the problems.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? People don't like talking about it, man, but it's a problem for us.
Let me tell you what I see, man. And I'm just a guy that just live and make it, man. And I see kids on Instagram. I see kids on Snapchat. Man, the things they be saying, man, with these guns and these hey, man, right here making these things occurring, man, right here in front of our eyes, man. And sometimes we turn the other eye. It ain't our child, so we ain't worried about it. But, man, I think we do have a problem, man, right here in Macon. So what do you think, Coach Kevin? What do you think that, we're just going to touch on it. We're going to pick on it, pick up on it probably on the next show. But we do want to touch on it, man. What do you think, Coach Kevin, leads to, a young man or a young lady in some instances choosing to join a game?
To be honest, man, I think it really has to do with like nowadays, man, you got more teen mothers than ever before. I can say from my experience, man, I come from a situation where my mama was 14 years old, my dad was 16. You know what I'm saying? So, but even while I grew up, my mom had a support system in place with my grandmother, where a lot of times I was with my grandma, so my mom could do what she needed to do to finish school. Like my mom graduated high school, like more or less, I was almost like an unofficial mascot, like at Northeast as a little boy. Because I was always hiding around. But like, I think that it's a situation where you have kids having kids, and they still want to live their life too. So by the time you looking at these kids turn 12, 13 years old, they mama like 30, and mama gotta have a life too. Dad gotta have a life too. So our kids are raised more by the internet now than anything. They have so much access to things that we didn't have when we was young, and I think that is something that contributes to that as well.
Man, I feel like, man, with my experience working at the rec center, then my experience in the schools, man, two words: peer pressure. Man, it just the peer pressure, man. Kids, they want to be a part of something, and a lot of times that comes from the home environment where they're not feeling, I guess, loved, or maybe some things, man, they're feeling like they gotta feel the, fold to the peer pressure. What's your opinion on it, man? We're just gonna touch on it real quick. What's your opinion on it, Coach Boyd?
Well, I always got to do stuff from experience, man. Like I was growing up when games was real bad. It looks bad now because we have social media, but I remember a time we didn't have number house phones and it was bad. It was bad enough where you couldn't go to a certain neighborhood with a certain color.
But them was adults though, man. You gotta look at
Right. But see,
you got way more kids that's active than back. I really think but then that go back to like the quote unquote OGs. You know what I'm saying? Like back then you had dudes that kind of more or less wouldn't encourage you to do things that what I'm saying wasn't beneficial to you.
Yeah. Well, all right, Big Snipe, I see you. But yeah, well, to be honest, bro, it was kids back there doing it too. It just was. I think kids back then was a little smarter.
They wasn't caution.
Yes. So back then again, no social media. You know what I'm saying? I can't say what we'll do, but if a lot of these kids live by a code now, about this snitching code, what do they think social media is? That's the same thing. So, like, my thing, that's why I said those kids back there were more, like you said, cautious, more smart, but at the end of the day, I still put it on our generation. It's our generation because we come from a beautiful struggle. So now we don't want our children going through it. So it comes from, we don't know how to balance it again. Like, we don't know. We let a child do what they want because some of them don't care, or some of them just don't want. You want to spoil them, but they don't feel like, they don't understand where spoiling coming from. Like, spoiling is bad, and I ain't talking about just spoiling like buying kids something. I mean, always holding their hands doing something. Anything a child do, or like the wrongdoing. Like a lot of the wrongdoing, man, a lot of parents hold these children's hands. It's more of the mothers, man, because a lot of the dads are not there. Because it falls back on a lot of the dads. A mother's gonna be a mother. How can we get mad at a mama for being a mama? That's the parent that she is. You got some of them that's tough, but that mother, she's there to be that loving parent. So when that other parent,
we gonna start a hotline tonight, boy.
Well, you know what I'm saying. Like with the other parent, that's why the dad is so important. You know what I'm saying? So
I totally understand what you're saying, man. That's why next show, as we touch back on this subject, we're gonna have maybe some. We got some guys that want to, come on the show, some men and some women, to kind of further break down, the topic and really discuss it. So, I agree with both of you guys, man. Both of you guys, man, are dead on it. And I got one thing I want to talk about with you, Coach Kev, before we end this show, man. Show NFL football picks, man.
I'm gonna take the Steelers over the Browns. I'm gonna take Seattle over the Rams. I'm gonna take Tennessee over the Ravens again.
Whoa.
And then what we got? Tampa and the Redskins.
Tampa and the Redskins.
I think that game gonna be closer than people go on this bet, man. Cause they gonna be able to get after the court. They gonna be able to get after Brady with four.
Man, Alex Smith playing on one leg though, man. Come on, man. Alex Smith barely can move.
It's gonna be a defensive game though. Let's keep it real. The Redskins offense ain't what made them decent.
Hey, so when it does clear and they down in Miami, who you got in the Super Bowl, Kevin?
I'm gonna take that discount double check. Give me AR and give me Mahomes.
Okay.
They ain't gave me no reason not to believe they.
Coach Kevin, what you got, man? You know what you first of all, what you got this weekend? Are you any upset this weekend, or you pretty much agree with Coach Kevin? How you feel about this weekend?
Hey, I didn't hear nothing but Green Bay, baby.
Oh, that's all you heard.
Listen. I don't see nothing but Green Bay. So you heard when you said down in Miami, baby? We going to Miami.
Green Bay against who?
I don't even care. It can be Rutland. It can be whoever you bring. Hey, but no, Mahomes, man, I agree with him. I think Mahomes going back. I always say that. I've been saying this, man, since for some years, man. You give Aaron Rodgers, man, a defense. You give him a defense, man, you got a good chance.
Well, this weekend, man, pretty much, I like Lamar over the Titans. That's pretty much the only one I disagree with, Lamar over the Titans. What about that Seattle Rams game? Y'all ain't talk about that one. We all think gonna take that one right there this weekend.
Oh, I got Seattle. I'm around with.
I go with Seattle on that one.
In Seattle too.
I go with Seattle on that.
And we might go and shoot AR down, cause that's my team, that's my heart. But if I got to go, if you talking about my money and my heart ain't in the same place all the time. So,
it don't supposed to be.
Yeah, I know.
That where you get in trouble at.
Mm-hmm. Well, I got the Saints. Hey, fellas, I got the Saints versus the Bills. I'm believing in Josh Allen. I'm gonna ride Josh Allen, man. Saints versus the Bills. I'm gonna go off the curve for a minute. Drew Brees, Kamara. Drew Brees made just enough short throws.
But is Kamara playing though? Is he gonna clear protocol?
Oh yeah, that's a good question, man. See, that's another factor, man. As we get down to the end of the season, in the playoffs. COVID. Back to COVID again.
So what we gonna do with these fans?
With who?
The Falcons.
Hey man, we don't talk about that.
The Atlanta team, man.
The Atlanta football team.
Yeah. What we gonna do?
Hey man, take Justin Fields, be through with it. Tear down, build it up.
So what y'all think about Ryan, man? Matt Ryan. I think he get a lot of the blame that he shouldn't get, though.
He need to have on the Patriot jersey.
Yeah, sometimes, man, you wear out your welcome, man. You can only, do so much somewhere. It's time to just try somewhere else. That's my opinion on it.
They just capped that, man. They pay who they want to pay, and it's hard to if you don't draft good, it's hard to build around that when you don't pay the wrong people.
Yeah,
like they pay Julio, which that's good, but you need that. You need that depth.
Right.
Oh yeah. But man, it's gonna be fun to see, man. I just want to say, man, it was a pleasure tonight, man. We touched on a lot of good things, man. We definitely, man, gonna bring up that last subject on next later on in the future, man, because I think we got a lot of people want to chime in on that one. So man, it was a pleasure tonight, man, and chop it up with you guys on Datz Major, man.
All right, man. Until next show, man. Everybody be blessed, man, and be safe.
Wear your mask.
Please do.
Peace out.
All right.
Hold down, y'all.
All right. See you later.